What's up guys, I'm Becoming and welcome to today's video. Guys, today we are doing a sneak peek of all of the Town Hall 12 offense coming to the game very soon in the Town Hall 12 update. So I'm super excited to be showing this to you guys. This is probably one of the cooler sides to this update. I mean, Town Hall 12 is super cool in and of itself, but I always love new troops that have higher hit points and more damage. If we check out our barracks right here, there's only 2 troops in the entire barracks that are not receiving a level upgrade. That would be the Goblin and the Healer. So we're not going to be looking at those troops today. We're going to be looking at everything else. So first up, we have the Barbarians and the Archers. The level 8 Barbarians and Archers can actually be unlocked at Town Hall 11. They boast slightly more hit points and damage, and largely are going to be used to amplify the Barbarian King and the Archer Queen's ability. I can see the BK getting a lot of nice beefy value having these level 8 barbs inside. Also, if we look at the Giant, level 9 Giants, these bad boys are going to have 1,660 hit points, up from 1,440 hit points, currently level 8 in the live build. So that's quite a bit more, and they're going to need it. The Town Hall 12 offense is punishing. So let's check out one more thing before we look at the base real quick. The level 9 Wizard, it's going to have a little bit more hit points, a little bit more damage. So let's take a look at how these troops look. The Barbarians look very, very different than the ones before it. They have these sort of like brown hats on them, and their swords now have sort of a copper coating to them. I actually really like the way these look. It's very, very different. And it definitely goes with the more subdued aesthetic of the Town Hall. The Archers, I do have to say, I love these Archers so much better, actually. They have a black cloak, and they have traded in their purple for a pink. So these Archers look really pretty. They look much more ornate than the previous level. I'm really a big fan of these Archers here. Next up, let's look at the Giants. Now, these Giants look completely different from the ones before. Level 7 and level 8 Giants, they had, some gold accents to them with the gold shoulder blades and gold brass knuckles, that kind of stuff. It's been traded in for these nice, chunky, spiky shoulder guards. You're going to have no problem recognizing that these Giants are the Max Giants when you see them on the battlefield. And I like that there's a pretty sharp distinction made here with this particular troop. Next up, we have the Wizards. The Wizards have gone from being more of a dark magenta with a pink frill to a more purpley pink elixir color with a gold frill. I actually like the way this looks quite a bit. I'm not the biggest fan of the level 8 Wizards. Level 8 Wizards, I always thought just sort of the color didn't really fit. But now that I've seen the Wizards, it kind of makes sense given that the Expos are sort of a pink color here. I don't know. It kind of rounds that disappointed feeling that I have about the Expo. Kind of rounds that out slightly. I'm still not a big fan of the way the Expo looks, but anyways, those are the new Wizards. So anyways, I'm going to train up 4 more camps of some more troops, and I'll be back with you guys in just a second. All right, next up we have the Balloons, the Dragons, the Baby Dragon, the Hogs, and the Valks. All of these have received beautiful graphical updates, in my personal opinion, and they're going to deal a lot more damage and more hit points. So if you check this out, the Balloon level 8 is going to now do 236 damage per second, have 268 death damage. I like that they have included that particular stat in the card. And then if you look, also 840 hit points. I love the new loons. You guys are going to love the way they look. And let's go ahead and check out the Dragons. The Dragons now at level 7 have 310 DPS and 3,600 hit points. I love the way these look as well. Definitely an evolutionary upgrade. We'll check it out. The Baby Dragon, another step up, 1,700 hit points. I believe this is a 100 hit point increase, if I'm not mistaken, and 125 DPS. Also, let's look at a couple more troops. The Hog Rider, 148 DPS, 810 hit points. These babies really swing. And then if we look at the Valkyries, 178, 1,300 hit points. So let's go ahead and jump down here and check the way these look. Look at these balloons, boys and nerds. Holy cow, red balloons. I'm a huge fan. I realize that the original balloons in the game are a red color, but having red skull balloons, This to me just looks gnarly. I really like the contrast of this color on top of the base. When you're raiding with these, it's going to be very easy to track as they sort of move across the base. I'm a huge fan of the way these look. I think it's going to make air attacking actually really, really desirable for Town Hall 12s. Next up, let's move down here. The dragons, the level 7 dragons have fire coming out of their tails. They are slightly different color, and these dragons just look really mean to me. I actually really like just, I don't know, just the more brightly colored dragon here. And then of course the baby dragon, no doubt you're noticing that. It has blue wings now. So the next level, it's gonna have blue wings to match the blue aesthetic of this town hall, and I like that too. Now here are the hogs. The hogs have sort of shed the spiky hammers for more, you know, just metal, like copper or gold colored hammers. I really like this. I thought that the level, what was it? The level 7 hog riders, they had great looking hammers, but I don't know. There's just something about seeing all these like gold hammers that just makes me like really excited. So cool update to that. And the Valkyries, I can't say that there's a visual update to this troop. I honestly think that it's about the same, but I went ahead and put it in the camp so you could see that. I'm going to train some more troops, be back with you guys in just another second. All right, guys, so here we are. Now, I told you earlier that the healers do not receive another level, but there has been a graphical update. And I'll talk briefly why that is. Because the healer was nerfed, I think SuperCell wanted us to know that the stats on this healer are actually quite different than the ones before. They, you know, level 5 healers are going to be now not sort of pink, but they're going to be blue. So this is, I think, a pretty good decision. And it's going to match the blue aesthetic of Town Hall 12, although you can still build these at Town Hall 11. I think this was a pretty good call. Just remind people the healers are different just by making them a slightly different color. So if we go back here, golems are now going to level 8. If we look at the stats, damage per second is 66. Damage when destroyed is 530 damage, and the hit points are 7,200. Going into the Golemite stats, damage per second 14, damage when destroyed 106, hit points 1440. If we look at these golems, they are absolutely gorgeous. They are going to be sort of this electric blue color here, and I want them to move. Yes, there it is. So these, the crystals that are on the back of the golem are going to more closely match the aesthetic of the electric blue walls right here. I think this is really cool. I love the way this golem looks. I'm always for a more tanky golem. You guys know at Town Hall 9, I like doing the avalanche thing. So yeah, I'm a huge fan of this new graphical update. Also the bowler. The bowler is receiving a graphical update for level 4. Instead of having pink sort of crystals inside of his boulders here, it's going to be turning into a more orangey color. Can't say I'm the biggest fan of this change. I don't really understand why orange, but yeah, I guess it needed to be different so people knew what they were looking at. So anyways, yeah, let's look down here. Here are the level 4 witches. Level 4 witches appear to have a shoulder guard that is going to be slightly different from the level 3. So yeah, you won't be seeing me play a ton of witches ideally, but there it is. They do look actually really good. I mean, graphically, the witches have always been really pretty if you actually zoomed in and looked at them. So yeah, I am a fan of the way that looks, but obviously I'm not a huge fan of the troop itself. And last but not least, we do have the Lava Hound. The Lava Hound is level 5. It is slightly darker in color, has a little bit more of a red tone as opposed to that sort of bright glowing orange that we see. And I think this is kind of a cool one. You know, it's slightly more subdued. Kind of goes along with this idea that this town hall, I don't know, I think aesthetically, the troops in it, the new troop levels are more subdued. They're not super gaudy and in your face. Obviously, something like this bright blue golem goes against exactly what I just said. But I'm actually a fan of the way this looks. So anyways, no doubt, this whole time that we've been sitting here, guys, you have noticed that the heroes go to level 60 each, and the Warden goes to level 30. So I will go ahead and peep those stats for you. Obviously, every single value that I've shown you so far is subject to be changed or adjusted by the time of release, and I have to give that that disclaimer. But here's the Barbarian King. 410 DPS, 7,303 hit points. Not sure the extra 3, why couldn't it not be 7,300 flat? I'm sure they have their reasons. 69-minute regeneration time. You're going to notice that same number for the Archer Queen. If we look at the Iron Fist ability, damage increase is 610, and the health recovery is 2,592 hit points. What this means is, with the Iron Fist ability, this Barbarian King is just shy of a 10,000 hit point troop. So if just to like really drive this home, the Barbarian King without the ability, if he's maxed out, is more tanky than a Golem. When you hit the ability, he almost hits 10,000 hit points. This is pretty freaking huge. I mean, really, this is a massive, massive thing. And this should be, you know, driven home amongst you guys out there. Maxing your heroes is important because you can imagine, without an extra 10,000 hit point damaging tank on your side of attacking, you know, there's a significant difference between someone that has like a rush level 30 king or a level 60 king like this. So yeah, he's going to get more units spawned. 28 barbarians are going to pop out. He's going to be a beast, trust me. Let's look at the Archer Queen. Archer Queen DPS, 658. Wow, she's going to be hitting hard. 2,575 hit points. And once again, very high regeneration time. I'm not a fan of that personally. If we look at the ability, her damage increase, she's going to hit for 1,120 extra damage. That is nutty. This queen is going to hit super, super hard. Health recovery 425, always relatively low for the Archer Queen. And the ability time is going to be up to 5.8 seconds with 16 archers spawned. So I'm excited about the level 60 queen. You guys know that I love my Archer Queen. And yeah. Anyways, let's look at the Warden. I think this is perhaps slightly more interesting than those other two. Damage is being increased to 168 per second. Hit points 1833. Regeneration time is now just under an hour, just shy of an hour. Ability level 6. So if we go over here, the HP increase is actually going up from what used to be a 50% HP increase to a 70% HP increase. I hope I'm remembering the 50% right, otherwise I sound like an idiot. But I'm pretty sure that at level 20, it gives you a 50% health increase, and now it's up to 70 at max rank, and the max HP increase is up to 425. The Eternal Tome now lasts 6 seconds. So this is definitely going to be helping you when you're attacking Town Hall 12, having a slightly longer Eternal Tome. So yeah, guys, heroes are going up. Queen King going up 10 levels, and the Warden going up 10 levels. Next on the docket is going to be the army camps. I can go ahead and empty out these camps so you can see more clearly what these camps look like. The army camps are going to be upgradable. They are going to boast, you know, a different look, but also 5 extra troop space per army camp upgraded. So you're going to be able to have 280 camp space. This is definitely going to be a buff for the Town Hall 12 offense. It's going to separate you from the Town Hall 11 offense in a big way, having an additional 20 camp space. And then in addition to this, your CC is upgradable. Your CC is going to be able to hold 40 troops. So you can imagine there's going to be more options for the combination of troops that you can put into it. Just simply by changing that number, 5 Valkyries will fit into this clan castle. I believe now you can actually take 6 bowlers, was it? Was I doing the math right? Yeah, 6 bowlers go up to 36. You can actually take an extra wizard with that. You can fit 2 dragons into this clan castle. Imagine that on defense, having 2 max dragons. Might be nasty, might not be good, we'll see. And then, you know, 8 loons on defense. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff. You can go triple witch. You can go 3 witches. So, yeah, I think that there's going to be some really interesting, you know, offensive choices just by the number going up. Like, what can you actually fit in there? I know I've done guides at Town Hall 9 about, you know, loading that clan castle efficiently. I think that this 40 camp space clan castle is going to be loaded in some really interesting ways. So, have I missed anything? CC, camp space. Oh yeah, let's talk finally about the level 13 barracks. If we go over here, here are the level 13 barracks, guys. I can't show you this barracks yet. I can't show you what it does, but no doubt you guys have been peeping on the new troop that is chilling in the train bar right here, and that we will have to save for another video. So I hate to tease you so hard like that, but there is the new troop. It has a 44,000 elixir training cost. So, yeah, I'm trying not to say the name. I'm trying not to say the name. I'm trying not to, and I won't. But you guys, thank you for showing up for today's video. I'm very, very excited personally for Town Hall 12 because I'm going to be going straight to Town Hall 12 when it releases and enjoying war. So anyways, much love. I'll see you guys next time. Show up for the next video. You won't want to miss that one. Peace.